Well, this evening I'm out fishing on the lovely River Taw here in Devon, and despite me promising myself that this year I was definitely going to make more time to come out here and do a lot more fishing in the evenings, I've managed one trip. So I'd like to blame the conditions and all that, but really it's just my fault. Either I've taken the easy option and fished closer to home, or to be fair, on a few occasions there has been other people fishing here. So we've had a little bit of rain recently. The river came up a few inches and gone back down, but it might have put some life into it. At least the conditions are better than last year when we were sweltering under like 35. Well, some places had 40 degrees, didn't they, at this time last year? So at least we haven't got that to deal with. Right, gonna get started, see how we get on. Well, I've already had my first mishap in that I've broken the clip for the camera. Luckily I've got a spare one for the other camera in the bag, but it's not quite the same setup, so I hope the audio is alright. As normal with the tour, I'm not going to expect an awful lot until say about 7:30, that sort of time. Might pick up the odd fish here and there, but that's when I'd expect it to come on a bit if it's going to. Oh, that's a nice rise up there. Well, I've managed to tempt one, but it's one of the smaller ones. That's a nice fish I had on a minute ago. Through the hook. Oh. Another little chap. They don't seem all that interested in the wickham until I give it a little twitch, and then they'll take it. But otherwise they're just ignoring it. I wonder what it is they're actually rising to. More like little peas in a pod at the moment. Get the big ones later. Some fish rising up there in that pool, but I know they're impossible before I even get there. I'm going to stop me trying though. Well, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say these fish are sipping in the dreaded aphids. So I'm going to try. You're not going to see that, are you? Tiny little, well, it's nothing but a speck of green with some CDC on it. I've never had much luck really with fishing these little tiny size 22, 24 patterns, but some people do. The chance of me seeing it are nil. I've thrown lots of things at these fish before through this slower pool on this river and never had any joy, so I'll give this a go. Well, I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that that didn't work either. To be fair, there wasn't actually that many fish rising there, so it's not as if I could target them. I could at least see the pattern though, which bodes well for the future, I suppose. I've gone completely the other way now, so I've seen a couple of mayflies, so I've put a big Adams on and fished this slightly pacier water. There's a couple of fish rising here, but so far they're not interested in it. I might have to go back to the wickham. That's the only thing that's brought any results so far. Ah, missed it. Yeah, took it nice. think once I've done this pool I might go for a walk a bit further up the stream. Some of the stuff that I always end up too late to fish. Well, I got a fish to the giant addons. Not very big. Greedy devil. Amazing, stayed hooked really. Right, I think I'm going for a bit of a wander. Right, I've just swapped now onto a Neff caddis. There's just enough wind about to make casting that big mayfly a bit of a pain in the ass, so I'll try this instead. I might just wait for a minute and see if anything rises. I must say it was nice to see the wild fisher and the tattooed angler back out again last night on YouTube up in Scotland. What do you think? We've had the conditions bad here. It seems like it's been bloody awful up there. Fred the wild fisher was saying that I don't think he's fished at all through the whole of June on his little local stream. June is like the month, isn't it? Just mad. Mind you, look at some of the other places in the world. Everybody's melting from the bloody heat. Not interested, he says. Took that fish into it, didn't I? Again, that seemed like just that little twitch made it take it. Wow. Full of beans. Can't get down it. Got one about twice the size now, don't we? Once again, just as I twitched it a bit, they seem to want a bit of movement, don't they? Tiny chap. It's a beautiful spot, isn't it? I just saw the kingfisher cross the river up there. Just wait for a minute, see if it comes back down this way. The sun on the water there, just coming through the tree. So time spent fishing's never wasted. There they are, the little darlings. So when you see fish rising, that's what they're taking. So I'm just going to ignore that, just fish the water. So hopefully as the light fades we'll be able to fool a few more. It's taken a while to get another fish. It's still a diddy one. And up the tree. I've put the Wickham's back on now. So I can see it as the light starts to go. Well, just can't get past these little chaps tonight. It's a little par, isn't it? It's now 8 o'clock, so hopefully they'll start feeding about now. Oh, that really is tiny. Other way. Down. Well, I'm very surprised I didn't get a rise in under that tree. Maybe it's going to be a case of not tonight, Josephine. And again, maybe not. Whoa. It was almost like a strip stroke in the end, wasn't it? I couldn't get the rod up at all. Whoa. Steady on. That's the best fish of the evening, definitely. Oh, that's good. Whoa, still lively. Put that fly out. They do fight well, these tall fish. Lovely trout. Massive dragonfly. Here it comes again. Oh my goodness. That bird tried to grab it. Be careful. Take your blooming head off, mate. Just ignored it. Still rising, look. I wonder what they're rising to. Oh, it's right over that fish. No interest. Right, I'm going to try the polywing spinner. See what they think of that. First cast. Oh, and away went the tree. Oh well, it worked. Oh, that one's away too. Drat. That's probably putting them all down now. Well, it's starting to get a bit dimpsy now. A bit hard to see the fly. I sort of guessed with that. There was a rise, so I struck. I'm probably going to try and fish through a couple more pools, seeing I've come all the way here. But unless I catch something a bit more noticeable than that, I think I'll call at it with the filming. So, not too bad. Not as good as it can be here. And sometimes you can, if you really hit the jackpot, you could have 10, 20, 30 fish in an evening. Not unheard of. We haven't got anywhere near that, but one nice one. Mostly small stuff. It's still actually a bit low, isn't it, really, when you start looking around at the tree roots and things. So, not too bad. Glad I came. Mayfly spinner. Right, I'll catch you next time. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. I just dropped the fly out there while I was waiting to cast and the fish mullered it. I don't know if you'll be able to see much of this. I can barely see what's going on. Whoa. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, certainly worth staying on for that one. Look at that. Yep, been on for 12 inches that trout. Now, can I see to take the fly out? just there. Okay. That's out. Good. Yeah, lovely fish. Very often worth waiting till last knockings here on the tour. That's when I've had most of my better trout. Right, well I don't think I'm going to top that, so I'm definitely going to call that it.